Morning, House in here for Full Time Devils Transfer Daily. I've had a little bit of a look around what's going on in the transfer world, and here is what I reckon is of interest to you guys. First up, Deo Upamecano. I've definitely said that wrong, haven't I? I know nothing about this dude apart from the fact that United are supposedly signing him, according to the Metro. Now, I know it's the Metro, but I've done a little bit of my own digging as well, and I actually do think that this is something that we're about to do. 16-year-old centre-half. Might be the first signing of the summer, really. Do we need a... We've just signed somebody, Claxon? I reckon we do. Editors, sort that out. He's definitely one for the future. 16 years old. I wouldn't have thought he's going straight into the first team. Although saying that, we are very, very, very injury prone at the back, aren't we? So he might get 15 games next season. The next one. Now this is a guy that if we do sign him, he would be going straight into the team at centre-half too. Otamendi, solid player. Potential to form a fantastic partnership with Rojo, especially due to the international connection. He's also another Spanish speaker, so meaning that Spanish clique can grow. Definitely needs to be more tapas restaurants open up in Manchester with the amount of Spanish that we've got going on. I can see this transfer rumbling on. The only problem is that the quote this time is from Balagay, and he's not the most reliable if we're honest. He's saying that negotiations have begun and the United are his chosen destination. But despite it being Balagay that's pulling it out, I actually think this one's fairly likely. And he's a fantastic player, and he's one that would certainly be welcomed into the Manchester United side. Real powerful, perfect what we need really at centre-half. The next one being linked to us is centre-forward, Baka. I think this is a bit of a lazy journalism really from Goal. They did an interview with him where he speaks about his future and says absolutely nothing really at all. He's also 29 and he's only really broke onto the scene in the last couple of years. I don't think it's going to happen for one, and I'm not really interested in it happening for two. Next up, this is a player that I don't know. I could see us taking him, and I could see him doing pretty well for us. That's Harry Kane. The problem is Daniel Levy's going to want about 40 or 50 million for him, and he ain't worth that. Now, normally I would say don't bother about transfer fees. It doesn't matter, but I think Tottenham take the mick a little bit with what they charge us, and I wouldn't want to see us strengthening a rival, because that's what it's going to do ultimately, isn't it, when we pay these sort of fees to a direct competition in the Premier League. The problem is the article that I found, it's the Daily Mirror, and they've used a quote about the stadium increasing revenue to make the connection that we're now not signing a player that we may or may not have ever been in for. Despite that, I would be shocked if we got him anyway. As I said, Tottenham's price, and I don't think there's any evidence that he can do it on a consistent year-by-year basis. Next up, I'm going to get some stick for this more than likely, but Falcao, he's being linked to Chelsea. They do have a history of signing more ready-made stars than making their own. In fact, that's all they've ever done, I think, apart from John Terry and Lampard, and even Lampard wasn't one of their own, was he? I can't see Falcao being another Shevchenko or Torres if they did manage to sign him. I think he'd score goals for them, and that really is why I don't want to see him stay in this country. I hope he stays over Spain, France sort of way, because if he does come to Chelsea, I could see him scoring 25 plus goals and really rubbing it in our noses, and I don't want that, and you don't want that. There's another one, Benzema, that's been linked to with us today by the Metro. I think we need another ding ding every time Metro gets mentioned as well, because they're just churning them out big time. There's nothing in it, I don't think, at the moment at least anyway. And finally, this is what I wanted to leave you on. This is how nonsense rumours get started, really. Yesterday, I saw a couple of United Twitter accounts mentioning Januzaj was going to Sociedad and that he was having a medical yesterday. And it seemed to have come out of nowhere, so I was like, I'm going to check out the source of this. Those United accounts was linking a Twitter account called Oyafano. I've definitely said that wrong as well. So I went and found this Twitter account, Oyafano, it's a Spanish one. Found the tweet in question about Januzaj, translated it because Twitter does that for you automatically, and it said Adnan Januzaj is at a hotel in Marbella, #Sociedad. That's all it says. There was no mention of a medical anywhere whatsoever, despite the fact that that's what these United accounts was running with. So I took a screenshot and I threw it out there and said, it mentions no medical here whatsoever. That didn't seem to stop it. Everybody's still going on, and people are still quoting it this morning that Januzaj's out there having a medical, tweeting me asking me if it's going to be a loan or a permanent deal. He's on holiday. It's Marbella. On that, Marbella's in the south of France. San Sebastian, where Real Sociedad are, is in the north of Spain. Sorry, Marseille's in the south of Spain, and San Sebastian's in the north of Spain. So it's like someone being in Newquay and linking them to sign for Glasgow Rangers. It's nonsense. Anyway, that's it for this morning's Transfer Daily. Make sure you tune in, subscribe. Every single day, me and Mac are going to be bringing you this for the whole transfer window, and I'm sure we're going to start losing hair and start flipping out by the end of it, so it could get quite entertaining. And we are definitely going to be signing somebody, so let's hope that we're able to break it to you first. Make sure you subscribe, you know that already. Like the video, share it, and get in your comments below who you want to see us sign, what you think of today's transfer rumours, and make sure that you put some in there that we can check out for the next days as well. So if you want us to talk about anything, throw it in the comments below with the link and we'll talk about it. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.